Test, test, women's basketball, test.
I also am testing because Tom.
14. Halftime check sound. Halftime check for the sound.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the technical difficulties in the first half. I think we got it figured out now. We should be having clear audio for the rest of this half, and then the men's game in a little bit. Looking at the first quarter, or the first half here, statistics, 12 rebounds for Ashley Harfst. Looking at another plus 20 rebound game on the way from her. And then 6 assists by Kennedy Dura. That is 4 away from tying the school record. At this rate, I think she's going to do that today, especially with the way this game's going. I think the best way to talk about this game is it's been really defensive-oriented. There's been a ton of possessions, yet it's still only 31-32, 1-point lead by the Blue Jays. And I think the majority of the Blue Jays' points have come off turnovers. 17 turnovers by the Red Devils so far against that press. That has been tough on them. Red Devils they've been good turnovers all down court, no wide open layups or any means. And I think that the Red Devils proved that they can beat the press on multiple occasions, but also some lackadaisical passes and turning the ball over has happened. It has been a good defensive game for both teams, though, by far. With the amount of possessions they have, especially the Red Devils with only 6 players, it's been tough. But looking ahead at this half, I like the Red Devils' shots here. No one's in too big of foul trouble. They got a couple players with 2, Olivia Falls and Dura. I definitely don't think it'll be a problem for Dura. She typically doesn't get into any foul trouble. Falls could be with the amount of minutes we're going to have her playing to end the half. But she's done a pretty good job so far. One thing that's been really impressive is Ashley Harfst with just 0 fouls. They've been going at her down low pretty consistently, and she's been keeping her hands back, no fouls, good positioning. Nothing easy down low, but also not fouling. 12 rebounds for her. Looking at the Blue Jays, Abby Reese has 13 points. She's leading them. She has been the majority of the offense, it seems like, especially in the half court. Once it breaks down, if they don't get a steal and they're stuck in a half court set, she's been the only one that's been able to get it going against the Red Devils. You'd like to see maybe defensive changes for the Red Devils against her. But it's a 1-point game. It's been a good game so far, a bit of a track meet. We'll see how the second half goes and if the Red Devils can keep the pace.
Yeah, it is interesting. We keep saying that it's a track meet, but you would think with that kind of game it would be high scoring, but it's the opposite of that.
Yeah.
32-31, they're not at this rate. They would not get to their season averages, either team.
Emer with the ball up top. Kicks down to Callahan, and the layup is good. Bit of lackadaisical defense there by the Red Devils. Like to see them turn that around. Dura brings the ball up now. Kicks over to Murphy. Pass back to Harfst. Harfst drives and loses it. And a steal is corralled by Imamura. She kicks the ball up real quick. Good defense there by Murphy to steal it. And she brushed off the defender. Looks like a foul to me, but they're going to let him play. Dura drives. Hawkins is going to pull. And the three-pointer is good by Chiquisha Hawkins. Maybe, no. I'm happy they didn't call the foul then. Led to a wide-open 3. Tied game now. Imamura with the ball up top. Imamura has been the primary ball handler for the Blue Jays. She's made solid decisions. I think she's had the ball more than anybody. Callahan misses three-pointer corral. The rebound is corralled by Chiquisha Hawkins. Murphy over to Dura. Dura back to Hawkins. Hawkins with a good pump fake and drive. She saw falls down low. Not a huge fan of that pass there. She probably should have taken it herself. Turnover. Imamura up to Reese. She drives.
Good hand there
by Harfst.
Just got her hand in there enough to disrupt the shot.
Harfst is one of those defenders. I think Dura's the same way, where they don't reach very often, but when they do, they mess things up. You know, they pick their times, and they always seem to get a hand on the ball without fouling. Three-pointer is way off by Murphy, but good defense, and the foul is going to be called on her. Maybe a bit of a frustration foul after missing the three-pointer.
I believe that's number 2 on Murphy, correct?
Yep. So that's going to be 3 players for the Red Devils with 2 fouls. And no one else has fouled so far. Going to have to keep at least 2 of them without getting into foul trouble because they only have 6 players that can play. Kick out. Number 11 with the ball in the wing. Kicks over to Callahan. Callahan with the layup. The layup is good by Callahan.
They've been most successful today going straight to the hoop. Their perimeter shooting is not where they thrived this game. I mean, in the end of the first half, we saw a couple possessions in a row. They got right to the rim and had layups.
I mean, they're shooting on the game, about 38% from the field, which isn't too good, but in that second quarter, they were up to 42. That's all right. Red Devils are at 41%. They have good percentages so far. Not so much from three, but they just keep fouling.
Yeah, and just those turnovers too, yeah.
Three-pointer is up.
Wow.
And good. That entire bench celebrated the second Callie Dowler got that ball and started to shoot. I think she's definitely the best shooter on the team, even though she's only made one so far. But every time she gets the ball, the team's yelling at her to shoot it, and she pulls it quick. So
yeah,
definitely confidence in her.
That catch and shoot time, holy cow.
Dura with a little step back, and it's just off. Don't often see the off-the-dribble shot from her. I like the idea of it. If she can knock it down as well as she can the catch and shoot, I'm in favor of it. Ema Murr with the ball in the wing. She misses the three-pointer. Mitchell with the rebound. She's got a one-on-one fast break here. Good defense there. Catching up is number 21, Michaela Jackson. Jackson with the ball on the wing now. Kicks back to Reese. Dowler out to Ema Murr. Callahan shoots and misses. Now Callahan has shown confidence shooting from deep, but she hasn't really knocked down that many. I think she's a player that I would let keep shooting. Jaden Mitchell drives and is off, but is able to draw the foul. Just relentless going to the rim there. She was going to get the shot up no matter what. Happy they called the foul call there. Would have been ugly if not so. Mitchell is a pretty good free throw shooter as well. Coming in for Red Devils is Olivia Falls, coming in for Murphy. Now earlier Mitchell knocked down Mitchell's free throw routine is the fastest I think I've ever seen. Watch how quickly she gets the ball, maybe a dribble, and then just shoots it. No waste of time. Olivia Falls, one of our other great free throw shooters, is the complete opposite. She'll take 20 seconds before she shoots the free throw. Mitchell takes no time, same routine, knocks it down. I think that's maybe one of those end of the practice, go shoot 20 free throws if she wants to get them done quick. Ema Murr with the ball up top. Turnaround is up and off. Oh, good rebound there by Falls. Gets decked.
I don't know how she got that to Harsh. That was impressive.
Mitchell with the ball on the wing now after the kick out. Dura has the ball. She's going to pull. Three-pointer is just off by Dura. Quick pull by Dowler, and it's off. That defense, their bench stands up every time Dowler goes to shoot. She must be a pretty consistent three-point shooter. Layup is good by number 21, Michaela Jackson. Jackson had a quiet first half, but it's coming to life here a little bit in the second. 5-point lead now for the Blue Jays. Maybe the legs are getting a little tired for the Red Devils. Might want a timeout here from Amos to corral him back in, give him a little bit of a rest, and pump him up a little bit.
He only called that one in the first half, correct?
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's got plenty. He'll definitely be able to burn him here in the second half. I'd imagine he'd want to hang on to him as much as possible in the third quarter and use him for the fourth.
Yep. Hawkins back to Dura. Dura almost finds Falls down low, but it is a turnover. Hawkins defends. Good drive here by Reese. And the foul's going to be called on Dura. That's going to be her third.
Yeah, that's tough. That's Dura, but that's a good foul there. It's just a wide open layup. You got to take that away.
I think that Dura did. I think Olivia Falls played a bit more lackadaisical, maybe Olay-style defense there because she already has 3 fouls, and she couldn't afford another one. But that's going to pick up Dura's third as well. Tough. 2 of our better players definitely are in foul trouble now with 5 minutes left in the third, and down 5 points to the Blue Jays. Free throw is good again by Reese. Hawkins with the ball up top. Back to Harfs. Harfs almost pulls, decides not to. Driving is Murphy. Good drive, draws the foul. I like that drive from Murphy. She is potent from about 10 to 6 feet, that little in-between game. She can finish that floater pretty consistently when she gets under the paint.
Yeah, she's really stood out to me today. Impressed me how she's played.
Good decision maker, too, as a sophomore. Hawkins is going to pull from deep. It's just off. Got to have some defense here from the Red Devils. Down 6 in this situation. Need to stop. Mitchell guarding Imamura up top. She kicks over to Callahan. And the wide open layup is off, but the rebound is going to be corralled by Reese. You know, Harvs might have forgotten to box out there a little bit. I can't get too mad, though, because she is the most consistent rebounder for the Red Devils, and that's not something you see often from her for getting to box out. Typically, she's going to get that. I think a good timeout here called by Coach Amos. Relax the team a little bit here.
Yeah, down 8, you gotta really turn this around as soon as possible. The shooting has gone cold for the Red Devils to start this second half. You gotta do whatever you can to get back on the board.
Coming out of this timeout here, looks like Ashley Harfs in huddle is going to talk to the team a little bit here, try to pump them up a little bit. I'd like to see that little senior leadership out of her. Coming out of this timeout, I'd like to see the Red Devils go to the rim, maybe post up Olivia Falls down low. She hasn't gotten that many opportunities to shine down there in the post, and I think she can be one of the more consistent scorers if she has the ball down low. Blue Jays coming out of halftime. It's been, again, keeping that defense on the Red Devils, but the offense has looked better. I'm not sure if that's their offense looking better or the Red Devils' defense looking worse. You can't blame the Red Devils for having worse defense because there was so many possessions in that first half, and they only have 6 players to play with, so no one really gets that long of a break. Harv's going to pass it into Murphy here. All the Red Devils above the free throw line here in about a 1-4 set. Kick over to Hawkins. And Reese gets her hand in the passing lane. Good defense there by the Blue Jays. The Red Devils have been doing that handoff all game. Just seems like Reese saw it coming. Good defense. Handoff this time works to Hawkins. Kick over to Mitchell. Mitchell pulls. 2-pointer is good. Foot was on the line there. They say that's the most inefficient shot in basketball, put it on the 3-point line, but if she knocks it down, I can't get too angry about it.
Yeah, it's a big 2 points, though, to get them rolling a little bit.
Good look. 3-pointer is up quick from Dowler. Good rebound there by Olivia Falls. If she gets a hand on the ball, she is going to corral it. Murphy with the ball up top. Yeah, almost hand off to Mitchell. Finds Hawkins. Hawkins with the ball on the wing. Reese is on her. Kick over to Mitchell. Down to Harvst. Harvst finds Murphy on the wing. Murphy gets a screen from Harvst and decides to pull the 3-pointer. And 3-pointer is off again for Murphy. Imamura with the ball now. She drives. The foul's going to be called on Marissa Murphy. Again, only 3 Red Devils have fouled this game. Murphy, Dura, and Falls, and now they all have 3 fouls. It's going to be a tough decision making. I'd like to see, looking at the game, only 9 fouls at this point is good. The problem is it's on 3 players.
Right.
We're at a point where we can't afford anyone to foul out.
Yeah, this is going to be tough to navigate.
They are allowed to still play if there's no other option with 5 fouls, but after that point, I believe every foul is a technical. And to have a foul be automatic 2 free throws and the possession back is going to be tough. So if it's a shooting foul, I think they get 4 free throws for it. Murphy with the ball up top. A little bit different offensive set here for the Red Devils than we've seen so far. Olivia Falls is out on the wing here. Looks like Harps is going to screen for Murphy. Murphy lost her dribble. Good defense here by Imamura. She's able to get around and pass off to Falls. Foul's going to be called on number 10, it looks like. That is Corey Reese that's going to foul there. Mitchell with the ball is going to pass the ball in here for the Red Devils. Out comes Murphy. Like to see Falls slash for the ball here. And she does and grabs it. Way to draw the foul. That's number 32, Abby Nichols with the foul. It's going to send Falls to the free throw line. Falls has been one of the best free throw shooters for the Red Devils. Her, Harfs, and Murphy all have been Harfs and Mitchell, I should say, have all knocked it down at a very efficient rate, as have all the Red Devils. But these 3 in particular knock it down more often than not. Like I said earlier, she's going to take her time and knock it in. Falls does get a lot of practice in at the free throw line because she gets fouled so often. And when she does, she typically converts. Another free throw is good for Falls. Emer with the ball right now. Ooh, good defense there by Hawkins to deny the pass over to Kendall Miller.
Yeah, good job there getting a hand in the passing lane, being able to read that pass before it happened.
That was the first time so far I think Ema Murray just stared down the person she was passing to for the whole play, almost telegraphed it to us. Good defense there by Mitchell to force the ball out. So I know the 3 Red Devils players are in foul trouble, but it doesn't mean the other 3 can't play more aggressive. No one else has a foul. I'd like to see the other 3, almost make up for the fact that they're not in foul trouble by playing a bit more aggressive and forcing the Blue Jays to go to the line because they haven't been the most efficient today. Blue Jays are only shooting 50% from the free throw line in the first half.
Now we see all 3 players with the 3 fouls in the game.
I mean, it's tough. You got to be able to give your players without fouls a break still. So I don't think Hawkins is going to sit for very long. Good steal there by Murphy. She's almost a perfect pass over to Mitchell, but the good hands there by number 10, Corey Reese. Murphy's got to step back here. No frustration fouls at this point. She has 3 already. She can't do that.
Yeah, I think she realized it right as she was doing it that she needed to back off there.
Rebound crowd by Jaden Mitchell there. Durr with the ball up top. 2 minutes left in the quarter. I'd like to see all 3 of our players in foul trouble get out of this without 4. And the 3-pointer is good by Kevin Guerra. Now it's only a 4-point lead for the Blue Jays. Still a pretty low-scoring game overall, but it's picked up quite a bit in this quarter. And the bucket is good. That is Abby Reese again. She's been the most consistent scorer by far for the Blue Jays. Ball out of bounds. It looked like it might have gone off Falls, but we'll take it if they call it off on the Blue Jays. Dura with passing the ball in here. She's probably going to look for Mitchell. Nice find. Worked earlier. Mitchell draws the foul. I like that pumping there by Mitchell. She knocked in that 10-footer earlier in the first half, and way to get to the line.
Yeah, and she's got to utilize that fake because she's not going to be able to put it up over anybody down in the post.
So she is another good free throw shooter for the Red Devils. The only one she's missed so far today. Ended with an Olivia Falls layup, so I wouldn't even mind it if she missed it if that happened. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. I put my foot in my mouth on that one. That is 100% my fault, Jaden. I'm sure she'll knock down the second, though. And she does. Thank you. Eva Murray with the ball up top now. Reese again driving. And the follow is going to be good by number 32, Abby Nichols. At this point, the Red Devils still have Falls guarding Reese. And with 3 fouls, Falls is playing smart, not trying to foul anymore. But I might switch her off just so that someone else can play a bit more aggressive on Reese, because Reese is kind of getting what she wants.
I agree with you. You got to switch it up somehow.
Mitchell airballs a 3-pointer. Contested over there.
I'd probably put Harfst on her.
I think so, too. Harfst playing great defense so far. Kick over to Mitchell. Back to Murphy. And the layup is good by Murphy. Yeah, I might switch and put Harfst on Reese if possible. If I'm the Red Devils. Or just Keisha Hawkins also is a great defender for the team. When she gets in, she can guard down low and up top. And it looks like that has happened. Harfst is right now guarding Reese. Screened by Reese. The pull-up is up and off by Jackson. Good rebound there, though, is Reese. And good defense there by Harfst. She kept her hands up. That's just a tough finish by Abby Reese. Can't allow the offensive rebound, but that's a tough finish after it.
Back-to-back possessions now. They've had second chance points, and you're down 7 points. You got to put a stop to that if you want a chance to come back in this game.
Left-handed little hook shot is off by Ashley Harfst. 7-point deficit for the Red Devils. Got to play good defense here with 11 seconds left on the clock. Emor with the ball up top. Kick out should have been stolen by Murphy. Reese will pull. And a three-pointer is good by Abby Reese. 10-point lead now built for Westminster. You know, out of the first half, 32 points scored by Westminster. So that's what, a 24-point quarter there by them. That's going to be tough to go at. 20 points already for Abby Reese.
Didn't you say she was about 9 points per game, and she's already got 20 through 3 quarters? Wow.
I will say she might be getting more opportunity now. Like I said, the 2 leading scorers for Westminster didn't even travel with the team this week. And so she probably is getting a bit more opportunity to score, but we can't be letting 20 points by the end of the third quarter to one player. And I understand, you know, shorthanded, tired legs for the Red Devils for sure. I do like the fact that Harvs has switched out onto Reese. I think in the fourth quarter that overall will prove to be better for the Red Devils. But at this point, it's all going to come down to scoring.
Yeah, everybody's hands went extremely cold for the Red Devils in that third quarter. And obviously, it's tough to win games if you can't make shots. And hopefully, they heat up a little bit in the fourth.
Wise man once said, you got to make shots. Coming in, Dura will be back in, or Jakisha will be back in for the Red Devils.
Yeah, at this point, I would think you just totally ignore the fouls.
Yeah.
You're down 10 points with a quarter to go.
Yep.
If they foul out, they foul out. You have to put your best in there to be able to come back.
Mm-hmm. I think Jakisha should be on Reese. Jakisha or Ashley. Both of them aren't in any foul trouble, and they're good defenders. Falls is a great defender as well. But with 3 fouls, I think that you should put the other 2 on them so they can play more aggressive. Ashley Harps is drawing the foul down low. Good entry pass there by Dura. You know, looking again at this set, I think it's going to end up after this play with Mitchell wide open about 10 feet away. There it is. And she draws the foul again. It's like clockwork. They're defending it the same way every time.
It is really funny to me, too. Her and Kennedy are both listed as 5'5", and she has gotten into the post so much today.
Yeah. I mean, she's been open on that same inbounds play almost every time, you know. I hate to say it, but the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's not me saying anything about the Blue Jays' defense, but they're wide open. And again, 2 free throws good from Mitchell. 8-point lead now for the Blue Jays. Emor with the ball up top. Callahan with the ball. Kicks over to Jackson. Emor with the ball in the wing. Reluctant to shoot is Ema Murray, even though she knocked one in the first quarter. Emor with the ball again. This is the time to go for the Red Devils with Reese out. Reese is not in the game, leading scorer. Keisha Hawkins with the 3-point. She will drive. So Hawkins can shoot. She's been a pretty good 3-point shooter for the Red Devils so far this year, but she's been reluctant to shoot today. I'd like to see her shoot that one instead of pump fake and driving.
Yep. Yeah, because she had an open shot, but then when she drove, she was just a little out of control and lost the ball there.
Emor with the ball up top. Jumper is up by Callahan and off. Rebound corralled by Hawkins. Red Devils are slowing it down a lot. I get it. They're tired. But with an 8-point deficit, they played the best so far when they were rushing it, when they were pushing the pace. Dura with the ball up top. Gets a screen from Olivia Falls. Step back out to Hawkins. This is what she'll pull. And the 3-pointer is good by Hawkins. You know, maybe they should slow it down because that was a beautiful play there overall. I like Hawkins taking that shot especially. Lead is down to 5. Reese still not looking to check in for the Blue Jays. 3-pointer is up and off. Good rebound there by Falls. Oh. And Falls knocks it in. No, it wasn't the most fundamental play. It wasn't the prettiest, but it all ended up good. Lead is cut to 3. Abby Reese still not looking to check in for the Blue Jays. And the timeout is called.
Great way to start the fourth quarter on it. You just cut the lead to 3 points when it was 10 just 2 minutes ago. Perfect start. And I think this is obviously a good timeout call by Westminster. You got to get back on track if you're them.
Mm-hmm. Looks like subbing in for Westminster for the first time so far is going to be number 40. I think it's 42. That's going to be Alexandra Dyson. Haven't seen her so far in the game, but she's going to come in now with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Big picture here, it looks like Kennedy Dura is 2 assists away from tying the assist record at Eureka College. That would be pretty nice to have, especially if they get a good win today. Callahan misses the layup. Good defense there by Harfs. And the foul's going to be called. Hopefully it's on Harfs. I like making her earn it at the line.
Yeah, that's definitely on Ashley there.
Good. That's her first foul. She can spend them at this point, make them earn it at the line. I like that foul call. If it was Olivia, I would have been more worried. But free throw knocked down by Callahan. Olivia Falls with the rebound. Was a good foul and got 1 point out of it. Dura with the ball up top, leads at 4 for the Blue Jays. Dura drives, nice find to Falls, and the layup is just off by Olivia Falls. That's a good look, though, for the Red Devils. Dowler with the ball on the wing. She passes the ball down low, and the charge is going to be called on number 42. That is Alexandria Dyson. Good defense there by Falls. Especially with 3 fouls to get in position and take that charge. That's really good positioning. Dura brings the ball up now. Good screen by Harfst. Dura's going to pull the three-pointer, and it's good by Dura.
Just a 2, he's saying. But, yeah, like you said earlier, we don't see her shoot off the dribble as much as we see her catch and shoot, but that was a nice shot there.
Did you say the ref called that a 2-pointer?
2-pointer.
Well, they put it should be a 55-59 lead then for Red Devils should only have 55. 4-point lead actually for Westminster. Hopefully they change that the next dead ball. Ooh. Ian Murr with the ball up top.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
How'd she catch that ball?
That was like Tyreek Hill off a streak from Patrick Mahomes. She got that right in the breadbasket. And they do fix the scoreboard. It is a 4-point lead for Westminster. Timeout call for the Red Devils. 6:38 left, 4-point lead. I almost want to look at the replay for Dura's 3 there. If you're watching at home, rewind to see if it was a 3. I'd like to know. 6:38 left. Red Devils call a timeout here. You have to think they're going to run another pick and roll for Dura out of this timeout. It's worked pretty consistently the last few plays, and she's made the right decision. One ended up with a 3 for Hawkins, one with a pretty open Olivia Falls down low, and then another one with Dura knocking down that shot last possession. I think that little pick and roll for her, spread out the rest of the team, will prove to end up with something good for the Red Devils. Harf's going to pass the ball in. Ball to Dura. Looks like Mitchell's going to come set a screen for Dura here. She ignores it, kicks out to Falls, finds Mitchell up top. Mitchell will drive, and the double dribble is going to be called on Mitchell. Little indecisive there. I think she wanted to kick the ball out, but it was good defense by the Blue Jays. Eamer with the ball now, crossing half court. She finds Dowler on the wing. Kick over to Imamura. Driving is Jackson. Callahan with the ball up top. Drive by Reese, and she loses the ball. Good defense there by Ashley Harvest, but Dowler hustles for the rebound, or for the loose ball. Hawk and Olivia Falls will grab it, and they're going to call the foul on number 0, Callahan. Great defense there by the Red Devils. A couple key defensive plays there. Lead still just at 4 for the Blue Jays with about 6 minutes left. The game has slowed down a ton this quarter, especially compared to the first and second quarter we had.
Yeah, it looks like a different game compared to the first quarter. They were just running up and down nonstop. Now it's real methodical, it seems.
Good take there by Duran. The layup is good. Also, I think part of it's because Westminster took off that press.
Yeah,
that they had in the first half. Emer with the ball up top. Kicks over to Reese. Reese drives. That's just a tough shot. Good
everything she
there.
puts up goes in. It's unbelievable.
She's been making everything today. 22 points for her now. Durr with the ball up top. Gets the screen from Falls. Just fine. Falls just misses the little post move. I think she lost the ball there going up. Red Devils got to get back on defense, though. So the layup is wide open for number 11, Kaylee Dowler. Durr with the ball up top. Down 6, 57-63. Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to get the screen here from Falls and drive. And the layup is good by Mitchell. Good finish for the freshman. Cut the lead to 4. Emer with the ball up top. She's going to kick over to Dowler. Got to get a hand up on her. Nichols down low and knocks in the layup. That was a quick answer for the Blue Jays. Durr brings the ball up again. Kick over to Mitchell. Mitchell gets a screen from Falls, kicks out to Harfs. Harfs with the drive. Nice spin move by Harfs. And the post move is just off. I got to see the Red Devils crash that board there. I think they could have had it if they did. But the turnover is forced by Hawkins and will be Red Devil ball.
That's a big break, getting that turnover. If you're the Red Devils, it seems like a point in this game where Westminster really could have put the hammer down on them.
Yep. 6-point lead for Westminster. I like to see the Red Devils at least get a quality look here. They're a foul away from being in the bonus. So they can draw a foul here and look good for them. Three-pointer is good by Harps. That's exactly what the Red Devils needed right there. Cuts the lead to 3. And that's tough because that's one of those threes you just can't guard. Emer with the ball up top. Kicks over to Jackson. She pulls. And that's off. That's a shot we like. But the rebound is corralled by Nichols. And the layup is good. Nichols has been the second leading scorer for the Blue Jays so far, off the bench. And Abby Nichols, she has 13 points so far. She's been rebounding the ball really well for them, and she finishes everything she puts up down low.
In the first half, I had mentioned how the rebounding was all defensive for both teams. That's really changed here in the second half, especially in this fourth quarter. The Blue Jays are crashing the offensive boards like crazy.
Olivia falls to the line here. First free throw is good. Hopefully she knocks down the second. Keeps the lead closer. And the second free throw is good for Falls. One possession game here, 3:30 left. Offensively speaking, the Red Devils are getting what they want this quarter. It's just defense has been a little lackadaisical, especially giving up those offensive boards like you mentioned.
Yeah, I think there's been 3 second chance points now on 3 different possessions for the Blue Jays, and that's really the difference in this game right now.
And Abby Reese again with a contested layup there. That's going to be 25 for her. 24 for her, my apologies. Durr with the ball on the wing. She turns, puts it up. Good take there by Dura. Looks like the Blue Jays wanted to get the call there for the bit of a push off, but no call. Good shot. Looks like the Red Devils are starting to double team Abby Reese. I actually like that call for them because she's been their most consistent scorer by far. And she grabs a rebound there, kicks out to Dowler, and the three-pointer is good by Dowler.
These second chance points are just killing the Red Devils today.
Especially with the 6-point lead now for the Blue Jays with 2.5 left. Dura is going to pull the three, and it's good.
What an answer there. That's huge.
And she's keeping them in the game here. Cuts it back to a one-possession game. Ema Murr with the ball up top. It's time to defend for the Red Devils. They got to get a stop and get the ball back here with 2:20 left in the game.
Absolutely must lock down on the boards.
Mitchell with the ball, or defending the ball. Murphy almost knocks it out of Jackson's hands. They're looking for Reese down low. Harv straight up. Good triple team now down low. Oh, and they call a timeout. Good timeout there called by the Blue Jays. She was trapped there. So it seems like defensive strategy has changed thus far in the half. At this point, with Abby Reese having 24 points, it looks like the Red Devils are going to let anyone but her beat them, triple teaming her down low if she gets the ball.
Yeah, you have to at this point. 24 points. That's just she's been their kryptonite today.
Yep. It will be Blue Jay ball coming out of this timeout. Ema Murr will pass on the ball for the Red Devils, or for the Blue Jays. Callahan. Reese cuts down low. She does get the ball. But Jackson grabs it actually and knocks in a little 8-foot bank shot. Durr with the ball here. She's been getting what she wants offensively. Hopefully she can answer again. She's going to drive here. A wide open lane. And the layup is just off by Durra. That's a good take still. Minute 40 left here. The Red Devils got to get a stop.
That was a great hesitation move there by Durr. Just unfortunate to just be off by a hair.
Jackson with the ball up top. Wide open is Callahan down low, but good hands by Falls. She does corral and knock in the layup. Durr with the ball in the wing. She drives, finds Mitchell down low. Mitchell with the ball. Kicks out to Harves. Harves will pull. Three-pointer is just off by Harves. Rebound is corralled by Durra. Durra tries to find Falls down low, but it will remain Red Devil ball. Good hustle there by Durra to grab the rebound. Subbing in for the Red Devils now is going to be Marissa Murphy. Looks like she's coming in for Jakesha Hawkins. Red Devils are setting that same play that typically ends with Mitchell being wide open by 8 feet away, but Mitchell's going to pop out this time. Falls with the ball. Hands it back to Durra. Durra with a nice drive, and the floater is good by Durra. 5-point lead for Blue Jays now. Red Devils are going to put a press on. 1 minute left in the game. Murphy defends up top. Jackson with the crossover. Good defense here by the Red Devils.
Good hands.
Loses the ball. Oh, but they walk away from it. Got to get back here on defense. Even more with the ball. And a foul is called on Marissa Murphy. That's a little touchy. Red Devils all thought that someone else would grab the ball instead of going to get it themselves. That is going to be another foul on Marissa Murphy, her 4th now. Red Devils haven't done a good job of staying out of foul trouble. Both Durra, Falls, and Murphy so far, but now 4 on Murphy with a minute left. It's got to be good defense here. Foul's going to be called on Durra, her 4th. Had to do it, though.
Yeah, the fouls don't matter with 38.5 seconds left. You just got to foul as soon as possible.
Now they take out Durra with 4 fouls. That's probably smart because they do have to foul, but you don't want to lose your best player of this game so far. Jackson with the ball up top. Good foul there by Harves. Jackson hasn't proven anything at the free throw line so far this game, so I like them sending her to the line. Oh, never mind, not quite yet in the bonus, so it will be just a pass and bounce. Got to try to steal the inbounds pass here. They're giving multiple chances to do so. And that is going to be 5 on Murphy. She has fouled out now. Dura will come back in with 4 fouls, sending Jackson to the line. Like I said earlier, she hasn't proven anything in the line so far. So I like her being the one at the line. Red Devils are down to exactly 5 players now. No more subs. If this game does go into overtime, Dura does have 4 fouls. And falls with 3. They can't really afford to foul anymore. Those 2 at least. Free throw is off by Jackson. Still a 5-point lead for the Blue Jays with 30 seconds left. And then the second one is off too. Rebound is almost corralled by Callahan, but ended up getting knocked out of bounds. That could have been really bad.
That's 2 big misses there. Gives the Red Devils a chance. That would have been a killer, though, giving up that offensive rebound.
Timeout's going to be called for the Red Devils. At this timeout, you got to think you want to get the ball to Dura. She's been the most consistent scorer, at least, with 21 points this game.
No doubt about it. She's been hot in this 4th quarter, too. Just got to ride that hot hand as much as possible.
She's definitely been keeping them in the game, for sure. Other good games, Jaden Mitchell, a freshman coming off the bench, has 17 points this game. Seen her get to the line and attack the rim pretty often. Libby Falls has 16. Those are the top 3 scores for the Red Devils.
I didn't realize Mitchell had 17. That's been kind of a quiet 17.
Typically, you notice how often she scores because she's knocking down 3s left and right, but today it's all been right in the paint for the shorter guard. Quite a few at the free throw line as well. All right, coming out of this timeout here, like I said, you got to get Dura the ball. She's been hot this quarter. And this whole game, really. Mitchell will pass the ball in for the Red Devils. Pass into Dura. Imamura on her. Dura drives. She's going to pop the 3-pointer. And it's just off. Foul called on Olivia Falls. That's her 4th. And it will send Callahan to the line. Now, I don't want to make any excuses, but you come into a game with only 6 players, especially with the first half where it all came down to good defense for both teams. I understand the dead legs the Red Devils have to have in this one. They got to be looking forward to Bozarth coming back and making that rotation at least 7 for them. And the free throw is good. That's going to make the lead up to 6 now with 22 seconds left. It's been a really good game. In the end, seems like it's going to come down to a huge 3rd quarter by the Blue Jays. That they got whatever they wanted in that 3rd quarter, and they've just been able to kind of hold on to that lead ever since.
Yeah, not being able to stop Abby Reese at all. It seemed like almost a third of the Blue Jays' points. Yep. I mean, that's really what it came down to. And a big thing in the second half was offensive rebounds for the Blue Jays. Just really came back to bite Eureka.
And it wasn't even like the defense on Reese was that bad. She just scored everything she put up. She could knock in whatever.
Yeah, her shooting percentage had to be off the charts here in the second half.
Yeah. Hawkins to the ball, passes into Dura. Dura's going to go to the rim. Kicks over to Falls. Out to Mitchell. 3-pointer is just off by Jaden Mitchell. Foul's going to be called on Hawkins, sending Reese to the line. Haven't seen Reese at the line too much this game. Didn't get to it at all in the first half. I can't even really remember getting to it in the second half so far. This might be the first time we've seen her at the line in this game. First free throw is good. That's going to be probably the game with a 9-point lead, 13 seconds left. Looking ahead, the Lady Devils are going to be coming up against Maryville on the 20th at Maryville. Then the oh no, that is the men's schedule. My apologies. The women are actually going to be at Anderson, Indiana, and then at Lincoln on the 18th and 19th. Then they'll come back after the new year, starting it off with a home game against McMurray on the 4th. So if you're going to come out to a game, make sure to come back out on the 4th. That is the game, 9-point win for Westminster. We'll knock down the Red Devils to 2-1 in conference, as are the Blue Jays are going to be 2-1 now. In a little bit here, we'll be back with the guys game. It's been a fun game to call, and I think after the next game, Kyle Cashdot will be leaving us, so it'll just be me and Zimmerman for that next one. But we'll see you. It's been a good one.